There's nothing left. It's empty. But man, she left a mess behind.
This is where it happened. The law office of Lori Deveny. The Portland lawyer was indicted earlier this year on state and federal charges. A state bar investigation found, over the past decade, she stole millions of dollars from her clients, many of whom suffered traumatic brain injuries.
I'm really not trying to do the victim thing, but like, I couldn't think. I couldn't cross the street by myself. I couldn't do anything by myself. And she saw it as an opportunity.
Max Martin was referred to Lori Deveny in 2014 after being hit by a drunk driver while crossing the street in a crosswalk in southeast Portland. If you look closely in this surveillance video, you can see Max's body hurled through the air.
Do you remember anything about the accident?
No, like the actual accident, no, not at all.
Max suffered a traumatic head injury in the crash and sought the advice of Deveny, a well-respected personal injury lawyer, to help recover his losses.
She was really aggressive. Like, you know, from day one, she was really aggressive.
Did you feel good about her?
No, I knew there was something fishy from day one. You know, I was just treated kind of like I was the crazy one with a head injury who was overly paranoid. But I knew this. It was going on for a long time.
Max says Deveny kept him in the dark for months, suggesting his case was moving forward when in fact it had already settled. An insurance company representing the drunk driver agreed to pay $150,000.
She settled approximately 3 months after my case. I had no idea.
So your case had settled, but she's suggesting that it hadn't.
Yeah. No, she was straight telling me that it hadn't settled.
So she was lying to you.
Yeah.
Max says he only got a small portion of that payout, roughly $9,000, while Deveny kept the rest.
It was an open shut case. It was quick money for her, is the way I see it. She saw an opportunity to take advantage, you know, and that's what she did.
Other clients tell similar stories of a lawyer who strung them along after embezzling their money. The state bar estimates Deveny stole roughly $2.6 million from at least 43 of her clients over the past decade. So where'd the money go? Federal and state investigators believe Deveny spent lavishly, embezzling money from her clients to pay for big game hunting trips, high-stakes poker games, and a home remodel.
With Lori, it drives me nuts seeing somebody make that much money when I'm like working 2 jobs, 16-hour days almost every day, raising 3 kids. And it's like, she gets to go run off to Africa and like travel the world, you know, by taking advantage of people. When I'm like literally her Uber driver, you know? It drives me nuts.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, John.
What do you got?
So we spoke with one of Lori Deveny's former clients,
Uh-huh.
and he's in a tough spot. I mean, the guy's out thousands and thousands of dollars.
How much money are we talking about?
So, he was expecting a settlement of about $150,000. She paid him about $9,000. Here's the thing, he's not alone. I mean, there's all kinds of victims out, thousands of dollars in this case.
So what recourse do they have then? Can they do anything now to finally see some of that money?
Right, I mean, that's my question. Can they recover any of this money? After talking with several lawyers, it seems like there are at least 3 options for Deveny's former clients to try and get their money back. First, the Client Security Fund. In Oregon, the state bar offers up to $50,000 to reimburse clients because of dishonesty. Already in the Deveny case, more than 40 people, including Max, have filed claims. And while $50,000 may sound great, remember, Max's case settled for $150,000. It barely covers his losses. In many other states, clients who had a dishonest lawyer get more money. Nationwide, the average cap is $88,000 on client security funds, compared to $50,000 in Oregon. The Oregon State Bar says it's considering upping the payout. Another option is going after Deveny's malpractice insurance, but nobody's holding their breath on that, and it too only pays out so much.
Malpractice insurance covers lawyers for mistakes. Malpractice insurance does not cover people for fraud or stealing or intentional harm. So insurance doesn't do anybody any good if your claim is my lawyer stole my money.
And then there's the third option, a civil lawsuit against Deveny.
So can these former clients sue?
It depends. There's a lot of impediments. If she stole their money more than 10 years ago, no. There's a hard time deadline. If they discovered it within the last 2 years, they probably can sue. But then the next question is, so what? Will they ever be able to collect on it?
Several people have already sued and won because Deveny didn't respond. The challenge is getting her to answer to find out if she'll pay.
Hello, Ms. Deveny. My name is Kyle Aboshi. I'm a reporter with KGW Channel 8. If you can call me back, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye. She didn't answer.
Her former clients can try and go after Deveny's assets, if she has any. And that's the question. Her home is in foreclosure, but there may be other money. Deveny's got a Cadillac in the driveway. We saw yard service and specialized food being delivered to her home. Somebody's paying for all this.
No comment.
Hi, Lori. I'm Kyle Aboshi with Channel 8.
No comment.
Can we ask you a little bit about some of the money
No,
owed
and
to
you
your
can
former
get
clients?
off my property right now.
Lori Deveny can't practice law anymore. She had to surrender her license. Her clients believe they were cheated by a bad lawyer and shortchanged by a system that can't make things right.
What would you like to see, if anything?
Maybe this will bring awareness to the public about, like, you have to be on top of everybody. Your lawyers, your bankers, everybody. You have to, I don't know. It's just, out of this, I don't trust anybody at all. I just don't want to see something like this happen to somebody else, you know, and like them be able to get away with it. And of course, I would love to see Lori in prison for the rest of her life.